By Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we'll know whether or not the franchise tag players have long-term contracts. There's also a transition tag player, Kenyon Drake of the Cardinals. Dak Prescott, the big name here. No indication that he and the Cowboys are working their way toward a final contract. Remember, the Cowboys have to offer him something that gets him to give up $69.08 million over the next 2 years. Plus, that year 3, who knows what the Cowboys would do. $45 million under the transition tag, $54 million under the franchise tag, or let him walk away and let him hit the market. If we're not sure what the guy's value really is, let him hit the market. You find out what his value is. Maybe you find out the hard way because somebody else pays him more than you will, but that may be what happens in 2022. Either way, Cowboys have to give him something that will convince him to give up his right to just say, I'm going year to year. I'll take my $31.4 million this year. I'll take my $37.68 million next year. And then year 3, we'll see what happens. We laid out the numbers last week. He's in a better spot over the next few years than Patrick Mahomes is, other than the $140 million injury guarantee that Mahomes got under his contract. But again, you can go out and buy that insurance, and Dak Prescott surely has. He's in a great position from a cash flow standpoint, flexibility standpoint, and ultimately ability to become a free agent by 2023, when Mahomes will still have 9 years left under contract with the Kansas City Chiefs. One last point about franchise tags. There's a few players who still haven't signed their tender. A.J. Green, Yannick Ngakoue, Chris Jones. I wonder if the teams are thinking at all about rescinding the tender. Because at this point, who else is going to pay these guys what they are due to make under the franchise tag? Who else is going to give these guys what they want by way of a long-term deal right now? I mean, maybe Chris Jones, right? Maybe somebody says, we'll bite the bullet over the short term to get a dominant defensive lineman who potentially could be one of the best defensive linemen in all of football. We'll do that. But think about the Bengals situation. They typically don't keep guys who are franchise tagged beyond their franchise tag year. If this is A.J. Green's last year in Cincinnati, or if they may trade him halfway through the season, and they're looking at the balance sheets and they realize they're going to lose a ton of money, if you can clear up whatever the number is, $17 million, if you can just make that go away just by saying, oh, go ahead, AJ, go be a free agent. First of all, good for the Bengals. Second of all, is AJ Green going to get that money from someone else at this point? Is he really going to get that kind of money? So just something to think about as this deadline looms. If these guys don't do long-term deals, will teams, for the players who haven't accepted their franchise tenders, consider rescinding the tender? It's happened 3 times in the last 20 years. Jeremiah Trotter, Corey Simon, and Josh Norman. I wouldn't rule it out this year, given the realities of the pandemic.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.